Well, Glenn, this will actually come out on Christmas Eve. So hello, Merry Christmas.
Coming out, today's the
Tuesday.
24th, and which is Christmas Day again?
Wednesday, the 25th.
I'm joking. For the people who say we make mistakes, I'm just giving you some fire.
Yes. Well, Merry Christmas.
Well, does that? Do you
I
really,
say Merry Christmas.
Yeah, and hey, have a great Christmas. What does that mean?
Well, I think, apart from...
Don't have an argument with your family over lunch.
Apart from Jesus dying on the cross and all that, I still think it's just a good opportunity to celebrate the end of the year. No,
you're right. You're right.
Well, you've worked hard, not that hard.
No,
I've been working hard.
You've been working very hard.
Well, I've been doing morning radio.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Have you done... You go on.
What's your... traditionally, you go to a hotel for... But I reckon your situation has changed because you've got grandkids now.
Is
it at home?
What we are doing is... I don't know.
Surely it's at home.
No, it's not. We're going to a hotel.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find out where it is one day, and just because Kieran goes, we should, because now we're me and Kieran are both orphans. We don't have parents anymore. Similar to yours.
I'm an orphan. Yeah.
But isn't
so his dad's still there.
Yeah, the father-in-law's still around, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's still not sure about you either. He told me that when I met him.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I've never met him, so I want to find out. I want to go to a hotel one year because we're both orphans. So this year, and because Mum passed away earlier in the year, so we're just having it at home.
But more than the normal family?
Yeah, no, just Mum, Dad, 3 kids, because my brother's going to his wife's family's house.
Yeah, so you got it cut. Well, look, I'm sure it'll be just like every other meal.
It's quite expensive, isn't it, to go to the hotel?
Probably, but okay, what are you paying for? You're paying for not having to worry about lining up for seafood, not having to worry about getting a turkey in the oven at 6 a.m, not have to worry about...
You know what? Cancel your plans, because the Grandview, where we are recording right now, do a Christmas lunch. I want to see you here at lunchtime. Well, they have a buffet.
It's not dissimilar.
Really?
Well, we're going to a pub, and then at the end of the day, what do? You just put your plates back out, and then they take them away. You don't have to stand at the dishwasher for.
But do you sit in a room with 100 other people and that kind of thing? Is it a lot of people there?
Well, I don't know why.
I'm just intrigued by it. Because I've never done.
But where we do it, I think that because one of the people works at the hotel.
Oh, that's handy.
So they will give us a booth that will be a little bit
private.
Yeah, but that's the hard thing about a booth, though, is once you get in,
you can't get out.
You can't get out. You got to stay there. So you always get late to a booth, because then you will.
I don't know. Sometimes I have to pull up a chair and sit. There's not enough room in the booth.
Yeah.
It's a small booth.
But the good thing about a booth, though, it is kind of like a little echo chamber, so therefore you can hear people across the table.
That's good.
You're protected from other people.
That's good.
You can throw food if you
I'm just worried about you getting hassled on Christmas Day by keen punters who have had a bit to drink in the Christmas spirit. And, oh, my God, the hotel as part of the package has organised a bit of entertainment over there. It's Glenn Robbins.
I will be wearing the Russell Court outfit.
Yeah, I mean, doing photos.
This is a bit of fun. There's a bit of a dress-up. People dress up for Christmas, and I'll wear Russell Court. I'll have the Uncle Arthur outfit in the car, and I'll do
Santa.
And I'll serve some drinks and do the Kel walk and do a bit of a funny dance.
Have you ever...
more questions.
Played Santa?
Oh, yeah. I told you that. And every night I used to do it. This was at Le Joke. I used to get grabbed on the arse.
Yeah.
Now, hang on a second.
Yeah, sexist.
What is the deal with that? Are you turned on by Santa? I don't think so.
No.
Because I'm in characters that give you the right to... And I can't really say what happened next, but I sometimes would get people out of the audience to come up and sit on my knee.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't do anything wrong. Don't get me wrong. I didn't do anything wrong.
This is the 80s.
But other people did.
I was telling the kids, and they'd never heard this story, which is they were alarmed because they've heard all my stories. I had to play Santa at Kinder when Jasper, who's now 21, was 4. So it was a long time ago.
Oh, wow. Yep.
And the mistake I made was I hadn't tried the costume on.
Oh, no.
So I got there with Kieran and all the kids were there, and I had to wear the costume and come out with a sack of toys and books and stuff and get each child up there and give them their name. I don't think they sat on my knee or anything. I just gave them the name, pat them on the head. They got a photo on their way, right, at the Kinder.
So your kid's there.
My son Jasper's there, he's 4. I'm just sitting in the audience because we're all singing carols and that, and then the teacher comes up and goes, "You're on after the next song." I'm like, Jesus. And you know what? Christmas carols don't go that long.
No, Jesus is on after a bit later.
Yeah, Jesus on later. Yeah. No, Jesus isn't turning up.
Yeah.
He said he'd be back.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I go into the back room and change, and I was really stressed.
You're stressed because you were late.
I didn't allow enough time to get the costume on.
Oh, no.
Because like Jingle Bells or whatever they sang is quite a short song. They're not long.
Yeah.
It's not Stairway to Heaven. It doesn't go for 7 minutes. So anyway, I rush the costume on. I grab the sack of toys, and the woman goes, "Oh, I think Santa's here, kids." And the thing about Santa, it's been built up in their mind for a long time. You know what I mean? It's like a superhero. So I go running out, and I go, "Merry Christmas, everyone," and my pants fall down. And so,
No, hang on.
No, true. I had undies on.
So you took your pants off underneath. You didn't go Santa over your long pants.
No.
You've gone undies. You've gone full commitment.
I think I remember because the costume was too. I couldn't have been too tight. There was some reason I did it. I might have had shorts. No, I just remember me going, "Merry Christmas," and putting my hands in the air. My pants fell down. I heard a woman scream, one of the mums.
Oh my
so
God.
I pull them up. I know,
Yeah.
traumatized. So I pull them up, and I sit down, and everyone's like, a lot of them were laughing. The kids weren't. Anyway. And so anyway, it's time for young Thomas to come up and get his book.
They would have been cautious at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tarquin,
Don't get
come
too
on.
close to him.
Reuben, come on, Reuben, Tarquin.
Yeah.
Ella, and then my son, Jasper, I'm like, and Jasper. And he walks towards me, you can tell he's a little bit sus.
Yeah.
Because he's like, this guy sort of sounds familiar. Because I try to do the, ho, ho, ho. Anyway, I gave him the book or the present, whatever.
It's not that hard. By the way, it's not that hard.
It's not that hard. No. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, there we go, young Jasper. A bit of a... And also, we should add, if there's any children listening, Santa is real. It's just that he needs help sometimes. He's too busy at this time of year.
As a child, why are they, every time I go to the shopping centre, there's one
three
there?
Santas.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he needs help. He gets helpers. That's what he's...
Really?
Yeah,
geez, he needs a lot of help.
He's not just doing Northlands. He's doing the big stuff. Anyway, so we went home and it was all good. And, obviously I got changed, didn't keep the costume on for the bedroom. Anyway, and so...
Oh, finish the story.
We were in bed. Jasper was in bed that night. We were reading him a story. And Kieran goes, "What did you think of Santa, Jasper?" And he goes, "Yeah, he wears the same underpants as Dad." Oh, Merry Christmas!
Well, you got away with it. Well done.
Yeah.
And you spread the good word, and we're inappropriate all at the same time.
Ho, ho, ho.
Welcome to Somehow Related Now. Please welcome your hosts Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
I've got to mention too, hello, welcome to the podcast. I'm doing a Perth Fringe, 17th to 9th of January, I think it is, at the Oasis Comedy Club, which is in the Brisbane Hotel in Perth. I'm on at like 6 o'clock, I think. And it's a great pub for food, actually. You go down and have a meal and come upstairs to the Oasis Comedy Club and see me.
You're not on bill? You're got your own
it's
show.
my own show.
What's the show called?
Sucked In. It's for 50 minutes.
It's a brand new show.
Brand new show.
Brand new show.
Brand new show.
It's the best of all your other comedian mates' material.
Yeah, because I'm in Perth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just not. It's a nod to quality.
It's a quality
comedy.
Quality, doing the best of.
Well, that is well worth getting along to.
Come along,
Perth
Perth.
is just
Oh, it'll be beautiful.
As a person said to me the other day, I feel great about Perth. As soon as I hear that click of that door go and I get on that flight, as soon as I'm going there, I'm feeling good.
Really?
Perth just makes you feel good. It's the people, it's the weather, it's that Indian Ocean, it's the
beach.
It's a lifestyle, and something about being a long way away. It's kind of good.
Isolation.
Have we got people who listen in Western Australia?
Yeah, we got Perth people.
Oh well, hello to all the people in Perth.
Perth people. We should get our topics. We had 2 topics. Got to work out how they're related. What are they, Sam? I wonder if there's a Christmassy theme, maybe.
Oh, well, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Maybe chicken, roast turkey, and Donald Trump. That'd be a good one.
Yeah, good one. Turk duckin'. What other topics, Sam?
The Navy and air fryers.
Well, air fryer, maybe. Maybe people cook their lunch in an air fryer. Do you have an air fryer?
No, you've got one, haven't you?
No.
You haven't got it. What have you got?
We don't have a microwave. We just got an oven.
You have an oven?
Toaster?
Hang on. Okay, here's a question. For you. Okay, you got your stove, but what do you leave out on the bench?
Yeah, there's a Mixmaster.
You leave a Mixmaster out?
Yeah, because we do a bit of baking. My daughter likes making cakes.
So that's the one with the spinning things.
Yeah, the mum used to have.
Oh, normally that would be a cupboard scenario, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Most people wouldn't they leave the mix master in the cupboard?
I think you're right.
But because it's being used so regularly, what else do you leave on the bench?
Toaster?
Yeah, I think a toaster is your standard leave on the bench scenario.
But
then some things can stay out there for a while. Then, because we would have a period where the sandwich maker would stay out there for a while, but maybe only a couple of days, and it goes back in the cupboard.
Back in. The old Breville.
So that being the question, rice maker? Rice maker? No, not a rice maker. If you had an air fryer, you would leave as you do with the microwave.
That out, I reckon.
But I reckon your microwave is not so much your bench item; it's more your under the bench. Item.
Yeah, cupboard or above the fridge,
pantry, or butler's. What do they call those things? Butler's pantry?
Yeah, they're in the pantry.
Yeah. So ours is in the... Well, you haven't got one. Ours is in the pantry, and I always think, it's probably letting off magic poison waves.
Yeah.
So I'll stand away, so close the door of the
That's
pantry.
why I don't have one.
Well,
I've got one at the beach house, actually. It was just there when we moved in. It's still
I got to
there.
say, we get a lot of use out of the old microwave.
Yeah,
we do a little bit
hot
of...
bags at night.
Oh, yeah, hot bag at night, yep.
For your arthritis.
Yep. And...
Do you light up tea and coffee in there? And
No, I will warm... Oh, this is boring. I will warm up my milk for my coffee that comes out of the machine because I don't use the machine that makes it go frothy? Couldn't be bothered getting that out.
Nah.
So I just put it in the microwave, chuck it on the thing.
Kieran for a while had a coffee machine on the bench, but that's gone.
Yeah, that is one that stays on the bench.
You've still got the coffee machine?
Stays there, yeah.
Is it a proper... Or you get the Nespresso?
Yeah, you can do the... Oh, no, some people have the big one where you go...
Yeah.
I don't do that. But you're right.
Thermomix?
Thermomix.
Would they be on the bench?
Thermomix, are they still big?
No, I think so, yeah.
That's the one where you just get a whole lot of ingredients, chuck it in, and write vegetable soup, and it chops up the vegetables.
It's incredible, apparently. It's German.
Is it?
It's German precision. I think it's German.
It's a bit of a smart
$2,000. $2,000,
yeah,
at least.
The lady next door who moved, she had one, and we used to go in there and she'd get made this in the Thermomix, and you go, yeah, well, could have bought that at the supermarket. It would have taken me 10 minutes. But anyway, very nice. Yeah, no, don't.
To quote Des Dowling, friend of the show that come in, he said, "You've never tasted $2,000 hummus. You haven't got a Thermomix." Okay, what about a juicer? We had a juicer for a while.
That would stay on the bench.
I don't know.
See, I reckon it's a cupboard job.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're going through one every day, you would go...
Well, put it this way, what appliances do you have in the cupboard? I'll tell you what we've got. Slow cooker in the cupboard. You know the slow cooker, the old crock pot?
Yeah, you know what? We've got one of those, but it's on the shelf, so high on the shelf you can't reach it. You'd have to get a chair to get it, which tells you it's not being used.
Not being used at all. We've got like a processor, like a stick and that kind of thing where you make smoothies.
But that's in a drawer, isn't it?
Yeah, that's in a drawer. But the big thing, like the container thing that you put the stick into, is in the cupboard.
Right.
Like with the, with
I
a blade.
I don't think.
You got one of them? A blender? Yeah, surely.
We've got a blender, but it's in the drawer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that comes out.
Yeah.
And what else have we got in the cupboard? Oh, rice maker.
Have you got a rice maker?
There was a period where... Well, no, we don't have a rice maker. Oh, no, hang on. We had a rice maker, had it for a while, got rid of it.
This is the thing. What did you get rid of? We got rid of a...
Oh, that's a great talkback topic.
Give us a call, 13 24 10.
What did you get rid of?
What did you get rid of?
I reckon the number one is. I reckon I know a number one.
Bread maker?
Yes!
You know what one of my neighbours, Judy, was telling me? Her kids found an ice cream maker on the street. And they took it home, and they made ice cream, and it still worked.
Yeah, but...
It still worked, Glenn.
Yeah, but
What? Dirty?
The dog's taking a crap in there, and they've gone, we'll put this out. The dog's probably taking a crap in it while it's out the front in the street, and now you're making ice cream out of that.
You know what we also used to have? A milkshake maker, which we got rid of, with the proper metal cups.
So you would have...
Like having the milk bar, the old school milk bar.
Where would the cups live?
They hang off the
Oh, do they?
The blender thing, yeah. But I can't remember why we got rid of it, because I love a milkshake, but... You don't really want to encourage milkshakes, you know what I mean?
No.
It's very fattening.
Well, it's got the milk and it's got the flavouring, which is highly good.
Ice
But having
cream.
said that, but if you're young, you can afford to.
Not young, though.
No.
Not
I'll tell you what we're getting.
Maybe
you've already got it. Ice maker.
Oh.
You can get ice makers for the bench.
Really?
Yep. So you can go... That's the glass going under the machine.
Can't wait till I come into your house and get the ice maker. Or is this for the beach? It's a real beach house thing, isn't it? An ice maker?
Yeah.
Is it going to be on the beach house?
Or one of our houses.
Or maybe just put in your boot and drive back and forth. You got the ice maker?
I suppose an ice maker would be like a coffee machine. You would have to, unless it was part of the fridge, which fancy fridges have that ice thing.
Posh.
You'd have to fill it up with water every now and then.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there anything we're missing out on?
Things on the
bread
things
maker?
in the
Pasta maker. There's pasta makers, aren't there?
What about those things that you would put meat into it and you ground a meat
Oh
grinder?
yeah, grinder.
And they used to attach them to the bench.
Well, you know what? We didn't have one of them, but of course we had the deep fryer.
Oh yes, of course.
We had a deep fryer. Mum had, which she would, when you'd have. I don't know. Dad must have liked it, but in the 70s, she got a deep fryer, and it would sit there, and then you'd have like chops and free veg, and she'd cook some chips or some dim
at the
sims.
table.
Yeah.
Because we see. Are you sure you're not mixing that up with a fondue?
Oh no, my brother Glenn's got fondue sets.
Yeah, because
they're in the cupboard.
That's definitely in the cupboard. But we used to have fondue, and then when Mum and Dad were away, we would. I've told you this before. We would have a special night where all the boys came around, and it was called porno fondue, and they would put.
I haven't heard this before. I haven't heard about porno fondue. So what would happen on porno fondue?
It was a boys' night.
Yeah, but what's the connection with fondue and porno? It's a
It
bit exotic.
rhymes. Okay.
Oh, okay, right.
I can't believe I'm embarrassed. I'm telling you this. Yeah. So
Hang on, was it cheese fondue?
no. So it was a fondue.
Which is cheese.
No, it's oil.
Oh, okay. Well, it's
And
different
then
types of
everyone, you get someone brings some meat, someone brings some veggies, someone brings some thing, and then you make up your thing and you pop it in the fondue. A big pot of boiling oil around a bunch of drunk blokes who are watching dirty movies.
Isn't it good that pornography used to be something shared with other people? Now people just watch it by themselves.
No, I think this is back in the day when you could hire them from the video shop.
Yeah. Debbie does Dallas or whatever.
But
fondue, there's oil fondue but there's also cheese fondue.
And there's the chocolate fondue.
Yeah, I think you're onto it. Yeah, the three fondues.
The three fondues. That's the name of our band.
The three fondues.
I don't know, we could be the two
fondue,
fondues.
you.
Yeah. So, I think we've covered every appliance.
I think we have. But, I mean, air fryers, so they work on a fact that I remember when I worked with Chrissy Swan, she was a big believer in it because you could put pizza in, chips. Mel, do you have an air fryer?
Yeah.
Oh, quick, get her on the mic, Len.
I cook steak in mine.
You cook steak in yours?
What?
What else are you cooking it here? Speaking to the mic.
Nuggets, steak, that's it.
And is it quicker?
Yeah, healthier.
Is it?
Yeah, less mess.
And where does it go on? Does it stay on the bench or do you put it away in a cupboard and pull it out?
Under my cupboard.
And see, there you go. It doesn't stay on the bench. How big is it? Big as a microwave?
Yeah.
About the same. And,
about the same.
And is it one touch and...
Yeah, you've got all different selections to choose from.
This is Mel who works at the pub. I'm just taking her place. No, you're doing really well. Is it hard to clean?
No, you just pull it out.
Oh, it's a tray.
It's like a tray sort of thing, and I just scrub it and put it back. It's easy. But you can buy liners for them too and just pull the liner out. And,
So you would use it every day? Nearly?
No.
Special, Saturday night?
I don't cook Saturday nights.
Take away Saturday night.
You're painting a picture. Oh.
Mel's life.
Yeah, thanks, Mel.
What happens on Saturday night? Is that swingers night? Take away. Yeah, exactly. Take away.
People are going to want to know what Mel's recipes are. They're going to want to know. Mel's going to have to come and give us regular things. What's in the kitchen?
I just remember Chrissy Swan raving about making oven fries. Fantastic. Pizza's fantastic in there because it's air circulate. It's like a really hot oven.
Yeah,
it's an air
so
circulation.
It's not a fad.
Could be a fad.
Well, everyone had a bread maker. Everyone had a rice maker. Microwaves are stuck through and through.
Well, crock pots were big in the 70s. Remember the orange, the crock pots?
That's right.
Pressure cookers. Remember pressure cookers?
Yeah, we had pressure cooker. We used it the other day. It looked like someone had come in and sat on the food. As the pressure of it just destroyed it.
Oh, you used it the other day?
Oh, years ago. I say the other day. That's up on the top shelf, out of reach. You know, there are things out of reach like that. Some sort of glass vase that a friend bought you for Christmas. And you go, we don't really use that one. It's up there on the out of reach section of the
we've
cupboard.
got bottles of champagne and stuff that people give me out of reach. Well, I think we really haven't talked much about air fryers because we don't really know them, but Mel has given us an insight.
Yeah, I reckon what Mel has said is we know that if you've got one, you're probably loving it.
Yeah.
And I know when the subject has come up at our place, it's like, no, we don't want one of those.
Same here, but I still wouldn't mind one. Let's talk about the Navy. In the Navy, you can sail the seven seas in the Navy. Who sang that?
Don't tell me. The Village People.
Yeah, very good.
I could be on bloody that show of yours. Easily.
Specs and Specs.
Yeah,
the Australian Navy, I remember seeing this on the news. The Australian Navy used that song in a recruitment ad. Then someone had to point out that it's about being gay in the Navy. Because they're gay, the Village People. So
I realise that, but they're not referring to gayness, are they?
In the Navy?
Yeah.
Well, what are the lyrics, actually? No, I remember seeing this report, or maybe they just didn't realise that the Village People were gay. They were gay icons. You know what I mean? Like, hang on, this could be a bit of fun, Glenn.
Well, okay.
Let's read out in the Navy lyrics.
We don't want to be homophobic here because I don't want to be, but you're saying that they're saying...
This was the 70s,
that it's referring to that it really shouldn't be used by the Navy because it is making...
Okay, yeah, have a listen to this. Where can you find pleasure? Search the world for treasure. Learn science, technology. Where can you begin to make your dreams all come true? On the land or on the sea? Where can you land to fly? Play in squats and skin dive? Study oceanography? Sign up for the big band or sit in the grandstand when your team and others meet in the Navy? Yes, you can sail the 7 seas in the Navy. Yes, you can put your mind at ease in the Navy. Come on now, people. Make a stand in the Navy, in the Navy.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that,
Can't you see we need a hand?
Oh, see, you're working too hard there.
In the Navy. Come on, protect the motherland. In the Navy. Yeah. Come and join your fellow man in the Navy. Come on, people, and make a stand in the Navy, in the Navy, in the Navy. They want you. I remember this bit. This is a good bit. They want you. They want you. They want you as a new recruit. Remember that bit? If you like adventure, don't wait to enter the recruiting office fast. Don't you hesitate. There is no need to wait. They're signing up new seamen fast. Glenn, comment? We'll keep moving.
I'm going to use a psychological terminology called cognitive bias, where you actually are looking for it.
Yes, look for innuendo. Maybe you're too young to join up today, but don't worry about a thing, for I'm sure there will always be a good Navy protecting the land and sea in the Navy.
Yeah, I think there's nothing wrong with it. It's all good fun, and whatever happens behind closed doors, if you join the Navy for whatever reason, I hope you end up having a good life. Who do you know that's in the...
Where can you find pleasure? Search the world for treasure.
You keep on pushing. You keep on looking for it. Nothing wrong with that song, and nothing.
It's a great song.
In the Navy. Do you know anyone that was in the Navy?
Yeah, my nephew's in the Navy.
Did you already say that? Did I not listen?
No.
Okay, why did you say that?
So Trevor's
how would
kid,
I know?
Nelson. Okay. You would have met Nelson. He was at the funeral that you went to for Mum. He was in the Navy.
You know who?
He's in the Navy.
What about the famous comedian that...
Darren Casey was in the Navy?
Yes, he was in the Navy.
And Chris Franklin was in the Navy.
Yep.
So there's two comedians that were in the Navy.
The famous director of The Countdown.
Ted Emery.
And Kath and Kim in the Navy. Yeah.
Well, my nephew loves it. He's done an electrical trade in the Navy, and he gets to... He was telling me they went to Korea, they went to Japan... Fantastic.
Yeah. I mean...
He loves it.
I won't say her son is in the Navy, and he's in the Air Force.
No,
hang on. What is it? What if you're learning... anyway, he's loving it too.
That's all the Navy or the Air Force?
Well, hang on. What if you're landing on aircraft carriers?
That's Navy.
So if you're a pilot landing on aircraft carriers...
They have Navy pilots.
So you're a Navy pilot, and you're a pilot. Because when they land those aircraft...
Oh, it's incredible.
Isn't it? The cables go
videos?
out.
Yeah, amazing.
And, I mean, imagine that. Not only are you fighting the enemy in the sky, then you got to turn around and go, I'll just go and land on a really short thing in the middle of nowhere.
What if the land crew on the destroyer or whatever, or the aircraft carrier, has a bad day and forgets to put out that cable that catches you?
I know, but have you seen, there's some terrible stuff.
Gary, you idiot!
I watched the Second World War in colour, which is fantastic because it's in colour. Not fantastic, incredible. And there are things where sometimes it doesn't always work out, where one cable grabs and then it only grabs another wheel and not the other wheel.
What happens in the end of that second? Who wins? Spoiler alert.
Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody.
You know, at high school, people would leave and join the military.
At about year 10 or something?
Yeah. And one guy who was really naughty joined the French Foreign Legion, right?
Yeah.
This is true because he sent my brother a postcard from Africa because my brother hung out with the naughty kids and he was a naughty kid. And then I reckon about a year later, I saw him at Coles in Mitcham and he had like a shaved head. And this was back in the day when no one really had shaved heads. And he goes, I was in the French Foreign Legion, but I've gone AWOL. I've jumped off a ship and Interpol are looking for me. And I'm like, so where are you living now? Oh, with Mum. Like, wouldn't that be the first place? What would have happened to that guy? Of Well, that's my brother. Because people used to say, the French Foreign Legion. No, that's just a myth. But you can still join the French Foreign Legion. I looked it up.
It was always the thing, where's he gone? It was always the standard joke. You joined the French Foreign Legion.
Well, you get a new identity.
Oh, is that what happens?
But you have to sign up for 3 or 4 years. And they send you to like an African colony and you're in the desert and it's brutal training.
If there was a choice between you joining the Army, the Navy, French Foreign Legion maybe, Air Force.
Scouts.
Well, you did join that.
Boys Brigade.
Yeah. What would you?
I go Air Force, I reckon. Only because my dad was in the Air Force.
My dad was in the Air Force. Yeah.
Yeah, he would go Air Force.
Yeah, I reckon Air Force. And I would be. Would you aim to be a pilot?
Yeah.
Bud Tingwell was a pilot in the second
Wow.
one. Yeah. He apparently in between takes on the castle would tell incredible stories about all the things that he had done and seen. These guys. I mean, seriously, we get upset when we can't find a plug for our...
You can't find a park at Chadstone Shopping Centre.
For our electric car or something. And these people, what they did... Anyway.
Incredible. But no, would I be a pilot? Probably not. I wouldn't mind actually being a navigator.
No, you'd be the... You know what I can see you on as? I'd have you in the...
In a dress on the stage, entertaining the troops.
I'd have you in the Navy...
The kitchen.
On a submarine. You'd be on the one that goes with circular, the radar one that goes round and round and round. And you would have a bit of a funny, a kooky name. You'd have a nickname.
Like Radar.
Yeah, like Radar. And you'd be the jokester of the group.
Oh.
But when under pressure, you would always deliver. Whereas
what am I doing? I'm on the radar.
You're on the radar.
Okay.
Because the scope's over there.
I'm not very technical.
Yeah, anyway. But you're going, we're picking something up on the radar.
Okay.
Skipper. You would be the guy go, it's coming for it. You'd be the guy who would see the submarine attack coming.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
We're under fire. We're going to get hit. Up periscope. We go, dive.
Yeah.
Who's saying it? Dave's saying dive.
So who would you be in the Navy? Or the Air Force? Who would you be in the Navy?
I don't know. Oh, gee, that's a really
able seaman?
Could I be, would they have one on the submarine events and activities?
Oh, yeah, like Gopher on the Love Boat. You walk around the clipboard. All right, guys, at 4 p.m. we're going to have a bit of a men's group if anyone wants to join.
We've got the footy tipping as well. And just make sure you got your numbers in. And the Melbourne Cup is coming up as well, so we've got that.
I think you're running yourself down, but you could be an officer.
So I'd be one of the. It's a big event, and God only knows. I wish I was going out there with you, but I've got to stay here and do the books. Yeah, I'll be one of those mamby-pambies that didn't really
send you guys over the top.
Yeah, I'd probably have a different coloured uniform.
Even Napoleon's era, you'd sit up on the hill on your horse and go, "It's not looking good."
Yeah, and then I disappear.
Retreat.
Yeah, I'd be around when all the celebrations were happening, but all the full-on fighting, I'd be probably off doing important work. Yeah, so
in reality, you'd probably be entertaining the troops. They probably sent us out to entertain the troops.
In reality?
Have you ever done those gigs for the Army or the Air Force?
I don't think I've ever been asked to.
Oh, I've been asked, but they wanted me to go to
Afghanistan?
Yeah, East Timor or something like that.
The family said no.
And my twin brother, Glenn, who's been to a lot of war zones with his job, said, no, it's dangerous, Because the traffic accidents, he said, for a start. But like comedians we know, like Limo, Nick Cody have been. Nick Cody went and there was a car bomb went off near him.
Yeah, I know.
You know on that.
I think Mick Malloy told the story about...
he went to Afghanistan.
Yeah, and they had two cars. One was a decoy car just in case so they send one car out, and that was a decoy. Then they would go in a different car. So, I mean, who wants to kill Mick Malloy?
Who wants to be killed by an IED or whatever they're called? And
IED?
IED. And Nick Cody said to the guy, so they were in this base in the middle of nowhere. And he goes, so how do you stop the Taliban from attacking us? And he goes, well, at night, we turn all the lights off on the base.
Good luck.
I know.
Because, doesn't their radar work at night?
I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's like...
They can see.
It would have to be... I mean, obviously they wouldn't expose you directly, but something could go wrong.
I did a gig at... Where was it? It was in the western suburbs of Sydney, and I got the train out there. I did a gig with the great Des Dowling and Tom Seeger, two comics, and... I think it's Holbrook, is it, or something it's called? Anyway, you get out there and they got the SAS or the commandos out there, had to do a gig for them, right?
Yeah.
And yet, it's the army, but they've got like their security guard, the Indian bloke just sitting on the thing, and I go, "G'day, mate, I'm just here to do a comedy gig for the commandos." He's like, "Oh yeah, just go in." So anyone could just wandered into this base, picked up some weapons. Anyway, we went in there, and the guy, the colonel, was a bit of a tosser, and he started picking on me about my haircut. Like, what? He was like a real. All the men hated him.
They're pretty pleased with himself.
Yeah, and I said, "Oh, look, my dad was in the military." He's like, "Oh, great. What did he do?" I said, "I was in the Air Force for like 30 years." He goes, "Don't mention that on stage." Bloody civilians in uniform. That's what the Air Force are, mate. Civilians in uniform. I'm like, oh, Jesus. All right, mate. Whatever. Like, all right, no worries, Colonel. He goes, "I'll introduce you." And so he gets up.
See, unpleasant.
Oh, unpleasant. Hang shit on me. And I just go, "Oh, thanks, Colonel." He said, "Don't mention KFC because, the Colonel connection." But I told him I'd do a couple of zingers up here. And, I said, and then I said, my dad was in the military for 30 years. He was a warrant officer. And they all started clapping. And then I said, in the Air Force. And I gave him the finger.
Fantastic.
And they all would go, oh. But most of the men are happy that your father was in the Air Force, not like a stupid colonel who was like
probably felt threatened by it. Probably never loved by his dad, and he had the inferiority complex. And wanted to control the world. Oh, that's all right. Someone in charge of men with weapons. That's a good thing to have. Don't you think?
Someone a bitter. Okay. Anything else about the Navy?
What terminology do you know from the Navy?
We do get a lot of words from the Navy and from. Like slush fund.
Oh, slush fund?
That's from sailing. The slush fund is from sailing, yeah.
How's that good?
It used to be that, I think there's more a pirate one. They'd have all the money in a barrel or something. They had something in a barrel that they keep throughout the trip, and it was like called a slush fund, I think it is.
Oh, okay.
So I might have that wrong.
Slush fund. It's like I thought slush fund was like a big version of petty cash, wasn't it? No, here we go, getting things wrong.
Yeah. But that is a naval term. Often terms like slang and that are from the Navy. A lot of terms.
Tell me to do something.
Get up and take those glasses across.
Aye, Captain.
Oh yeah, that's Navy. Yep.
Aye.
What are the parts? What are the parts of the boat? The stern.
A stern. The bridge.
Oh, the bridge.
The galley.
The galley.
What is the toilet called?
The toilet.
The head.
Is it?
Yep.
The WC.
It's called the head. Why is it called the head?
The little boy's room.
Why did they just call it the toilet?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe because it's on board a submarine or on board a ship. Different coloured flags. We're ready to be in the Navy now.
In the Navy.
Is there? I don't know. We've talked about people we know. We've talked about
famous Navy movies.
Hunt for Red October.
Yeah.
Dust Boat.
That
would be my number one. That's so claustrophobic, that film.
That's a series now.
Is it? Yeah. What about TV show? Famous TV show.
McHale's Navy.
Was that made into a movie, or was it a state?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
my dad used to love that.
Ernest
Borgnine, very funny. Well, let's have some thinking music. What are we going to have?
We've already done the trailer on another show from Hunt for Red October.
Oh, yeah, with the Scottish Sean Connery.
And he was a Russian. He was a Scottish Russian. Yeah. What else? Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which was all throughout that. It would go like this in the background. Boom, boom, boom.
You can get that on your phone, that sound. That's
What, is that the radar?
Yeah, I think it's the radar.
Or is it a depth thing?
Sonar.
Sonar? Yeah. I can't think of it.
Why don't we do a make-believe for, let's do, because they shared bunks. I don't know whether they still do shared bunks in the submarines.
Okay, so in other words,
someone would sleep
from other work. Because there's obviously enough beds for...
Enough room.
They're talking about two guys sharing a room.
Yeah.
Meeting for the first time.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
All right. Welcome aboard the SS Submarine. Your quarters are down on the left there. You'll find it. Off you go.
Thanks very much. Well, a bit nervous, but very honoured to be part of the ship.
No time for chit-chat. Off you go.
Head down to my room and hopefully catch a little bit, because I'm a little bit jet-lagged from the trip over with you. I'll go to my room. Which one? I go. This one here?
Second on the left.
Yep. Hang on. I'll just knock on the door. Hello. I think we're sharing a room.
Okay. My name's Abel Seaman Preston. Who are you?
I am Abel Seaman.
Whoa.
I should have been in a Carry-On movie, but I am.
Well, I'm just finishing off my sleep. I've got another hour to go. Are we sharing the bed?
We are sharing the bed. It's your turn to. Well, actually, as I believe, you get out, I get in.
No, I've got another out to go. Just jump in.
Just jump in.
Yeah, Larry, go and get in. Come on.
Well, you get in first. You get in.
I'm already in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good. Well, I'll just pull out.
Shh. I'm gonna go to sleep, mate. Hang on.
Okay. Oh dear. Just pull out my silk.
What have you got there?
My silk pyjamas. I'm putting on silk pyjamas, and I'm just going to squirt a little bit of lavender oil over you there. Some lavender oil, and there's some potpourri I want to put on top. And that looks good. And
okay,
I am
let's go to sleep. Hang on.
Yeah.
What are you unwrapping there?
It's a chocolate. Would you like one? I'll put one on your pillow. There's a nice chocolate for you.
God,
there
have
you
it
go.
Later. Look, go to sleep, will ya?
I'm just got my hot water bottle. Where can I heat up my water from my hot water bottle? And I've got my bed socks on. And, I've got my eye patch. Would you like a nice eye patch?
Oh, no, I don't. I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
But these are going to help you get through a long, hard day when you're in the Navy.
Jay, what's that pressing in my back?
It's my teddy bear called Snooky, and he goes wherever I go. And do you want to give him a kiss? Give him a kiss.
No.
Yeah, come on. Give him a little bit of
I got to go to sleep. I'm going to sleep right now.
Yeah.
And
excuse me. Sorry, you are far too noisy. I can't sleep under these conditions.
all right, hang on a sec.
Seriously, what is that?
My CPAP machine.
CPAP machine? Is that something Navy organises? Is that part of the... Is that some sort of weapon launcher or something?
This is your captain speaking.
Who is this?
We are under attack.
Sounds like Sean Connery.
Make preparations.
Well, what do we do? I'm new to this.
Just lie here, it'll be fine.
What sort of attack is it? A depth charge or something? A submarine? Is it a torpedo?
There are depth charges at the moment.
Oh, that was close. Oh, that was really big. Oh, no, that was the worst one. We are in major trouble.
No, sorry, mate, that was me. I shut the bed.
I think the potpourri will cover that.
Yeah.
Luckily, I brought the potpourri, but it's all over my silk pyjamas.
Poor Snooky. Oh, well, there we go. In the Navy. You can sell the 7 seas
like
in the Navy.
I like doing those make-believes.
Yeah, they're fun.
They are. That's like you're in bed telling a kid a little story.
They're fun.
Yeah.
All right, so what's your answer? The air...
I reckon it's pretty straightforward. So it's a long time ago we were talking about air fryers.
Mm.
Air fryer and Navy, I'm going to say, because you're in confined areas on a ship, they've got a little oven, which is really just a convection oven. Convection oven. So they stole the idea. They took the idea from the Navy people and just made it a household product.
I'm going to say maybe it was invented because they're kind of small air fryers. Maybe they were invented for the Navy.
That's what I just said.
Okay, well,
but they invented them first.
I wasn't listening.
Yeah, of course you weren't.
No.
Why
you not listen?
Yeah, I reckon they did them first. And then they went, this oven just would work good in a domestic kitchen.
Okay, what is the answer, Sam?
The first air fryer was invented to reheat food for the Navy. In 1944, William Maxon partnered with the United States Navy to prepare frozen meals on passenger planes. His design used convection oven technology to circulate hot air around the food. The first air fryer was invented to reheat frozen food while in the air.
Oh, well done.
You have been listening to Somehow Related with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
So good on whoever that was to come up with a little...
intriguing.
I think it's the fan that's the thing, isn't it?
Mm.
That makes it from a... And the size, obviously.
Yeah.
It stays on the bench, as we were saying before.
Well, you know how both our dads are in the Air Force.
Yes.
Did you ever have to do any gigs for your dad in the Air Force?
No.
God, I did. So they had a reunion they're all Vietnam veterans, right? And the joke is, I would say, they had a reunion of Vietnamese restaurant. Not the best idea. Like blokes having flashbacks. To be honest, when we go to a Vietnamese restaurant, my dad used to say to the young waiters who were like third or fourth generation Australian now, speak with an Aussie accent, yeah, you were pretty slow with the fried rice, but you couldn't catch me in the tunnels of Coo Chee, could you, mate? And these poor waiters are like, what's he talking about?
Yeah.
Go ask Granddad. Anyway, so I had to do this gig for Dad. They're having a reunion in a restaurant in Moonee Ponds for all his Air Force buddies. Right?
Yeah.
He goes, I just get up and do some stand-up. And I go, oh, okay. And I said, so what do you want me to talk about? He
You're
goes,
a good son.
bit of topical stuff. What about gays in the military? I'm like, oh, okay. And he goes, do the one I say. And why aren't there any gays in the Air Force? Because they're all in the Navy. That was his standard joke, right? Because of the Air Force. So I get up and I go, I go to the veterans there, and they're all from different parts of the military. They're not all Air Force. And I said, my dad just told me this is his joke. Why are there any gays in the Air Force? Because they're all in the Navy. And this bloke stood up and he said, I'm in the Navy. And he was dressed as an Indian, and he was sitting next to a bloke in a construction helmet. It's the village people. It's all gone full circle.
Any reference to anything homophobic or inappropriate does not be condoned by this podcast.
Yeah, blame it on Kev, my dad.